Shalom Israel, and welcome to Hebrew Chronicles Publishing. On today's segment, we're going to be talking about another character from the Adir Arc, and his name is Abinoam. Now, the name Abinoam means divine. And the reason why I chose this name was because of his spirit. Now, after the destruction between the fight of Captain or Deacon Gil and Adir, they laid waste to all of Jerusalem. The whole city was decimated, and a lot of people died in there. Abinoam was the brother who he did suffer a broken right arm himself, but he has the spirit to not care of himself. He started finding other members to try to pull them out of the wreckage, led them to areas within the forest that actually had fruits and waters and rivers. He was just a really great spirit to be around. He was also another brother, the type of brother that actually kept things positive. Yes, he will get on you when it comes to the commandments, but at the same time, he was the type of brother that people were not afraid to get rebuked by, because he wasn't a harsh rebuker. Not to say that you don't need those sometimes, but he just didn't have that spirit. He had a very kind soul, and I think that came from him suffering a lot of great loss. Now, he was born and raised in the city of Jerusalem. His father did die in a war, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But all of his immediate family are gone. His mother, his younger brother, it was technically him and his younger brother and his mom. His father died in the war. So that happened a while back. I think he was like 3 years old when that happened, 2 or 3. And he pretty much was raised by his mother, and he was groomed by the deacon, who was the captain at that time, to become a great leader. Now, after he passed away and the city was destroyed, he pretty much picked up a lot of people's spirits. He uplifted them, gave them scriptures to tell them about a lot of destruction that's going to happen to the cities, and that they need to keep moving and staying together and work together as a unit to rebuild. Now, at the time of the destruction, after destruction, the city laid waste. He found 2 followers that, out of all of the people that he helped and pulled them out of the wreckage and fed them and all kinds of things, gave them hope with the scriptures, 2 people followed him. Now, we'll talk about those 2 later, but we're going to talk about him mainly. Now, like we said before, his younger brother died, his mom died, and his father died in a war. So he was pretty much alone for a while. Now, he became a leader of a 2-man cell. Well, a 3-man cell, including himself. And he's the one that actually found Adir lying face down in the sand. And he told Jeroham to go ahead and throw him on his shoulder. Now, his plan, because he was a strategist and leader of the whole group, he was the one that also gave them pretty much a guide. He was a guide to those 2. Because the other 2, one wasn't really that smart, and the other one had a really bad temper. So he's not really what you would consider to be a great leader. So you always have to have a person with calm, collective type of personality. And Abinoam was that. He had a divine spirit. Now, Abinoam is the eldest son of Officer Ira. Ira died in the fight against the Gentiles during the Heathen War. Abinoam was 2 when his father died, but trained under Captain Gil and Officer Dory, awakening the first level of shine at the age of 17. When the city of Jerusalem fell, his arm was broken, as he and his others were caught in the destruction. So Abinoam, as I said before, was the person who actually pulled a lot of the people out of the wreckage, even though he had a broken right arm. And 2 people followed him, and they made him their leader. He has a type of mind, the type of personality to make people to submit out of guilt, because they feel convicted. Because the first thing he's going to do is bring out scriptures. He always rebukes with the word of God. And that's what a lot of people can respect about him. He wasn't the type of person who gets emotional. He wasn't the type of person that thinks rationally. He always spoke out of the Word of God, and he was a great leader. So that's a little bit about Abinoam, and Abinoam has shine. So, but the thing is, because his arm was broken, it kind of severed also the weight of his parents dying, weighed on his spirit. So he's technically unable to unleash that power right now. So in order for you to actually see a lot of these brothers be able to regain their power, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and also become a Patreon. For $1 a month, you'll get access to all of our previous arcs, as well as 2 arcs per month, new arcs per month. So $1, brothers and sisters, $1. You'll actually get access to all of these great stories. And remember, the purpose of me doing this is to try to pave a more positive reflection of Israel. I understand a lot of us don't like to read, but I do understand, and I know that when we actually find something that we love to read, we'll eat it like ice cream candy. I say ice cream candy. Ice cream candy. Yes, I'm gonna stick to that. So make sure that you follow us and become a patron for $1 a month. Support your people, support your brothers and sisters' ideas. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless.